Even though we're all trapped in quarantine land, there are still some exciting things going on. I've got something exciting to show you. It is fresh from the factory in China, the very first copy off the line of Techlandia, my board game. That, of course, is the board game of smartphones and supernatural horror. It's something you've probably heard me talking about for the last year or so. It's certainly been a very long journey. It's almost here. I've got one copy. The rest are still on the production line. And it's going to take them about 4 to 6 weeks when they get finished to get on a big boat and come over here, get into the distribution channel. But with this initial copy that they sent me over to look at, I thought it'd be fun to do an unboxing and show you what's inside. Now, before I got this copy, I got a blank proof, which is basically all this, but unprinted just in white to see how the components all fit together. Big printed sheet of proof documents to go over and make any changes and corrections on. Now they've been working on this. This is an actual shrink wrap copy, which is very exciting for me. I love how the art came out on it. I wanted a nice thick box, not too large, but with a matte finish that would have a cool fingerprint resistant upscale feel. There's the instruction book. First time I've seen that fully printed out in person. Of course, lots of diagrams and illustrations, explanations, and as far as instruction books for games go, I hope you'll find it pretty readable. I try to make it a little more narrative and fun than most of the other ones I've read. That is the punch-out sheet with the character standees and the QR code tokens. There's some plastic stand-ups for the standees and the red cubes that mark what you're doing. There's a single die in there. Of course, this is one of my favorite parts, the tiles, the map tiles that represent the different rooms at Techlandia headquarters. The colors, blue and purple and red, all mean different things depending on what you're doing in the room and how you're investigating. Of course, we've got all the cards, again, cellophane together. And this is all the different decks in the game, all the poker card size decks in the game. There's also some jumbo cards. So the decks determine a lot about what happens. We have our location decks, and those represent the different rooms in Techlandia HQ, and we've also got our investigation deck, and this is how you search for clues. Of course, the gear deck, every game needs to have a gear deck these days, and that's all the cool little gadgets and gizmos that you get that can help you along the way. And then there's the encounter cards, and these are either good things or bad things that happen. Sometimes you're forced to take one. You may have to take one if you fail an investigation. Usually the bad, sometimes neutral, yeah, sometimes even good, because life's funny that way. So I designed the cards and the map tiles to be pretty small, fit on, a human-sized table, but I love these jumbo cards. I didn't use them for everything, but I really wanted some stuff to stand out. There's your player dashboard. That's done up like a smartphone, of course, and you put the red cubes on them to mark what rooms you've investigated, how much damage you've taken to your journalistic integrity. There's the doomsday clock, and that's how you mark the passage of time in the game because you're racing against the clock. Of course, we've got all the enemies, and they're all based on real-life tech industry archetypes. The lore card tells the story of the game as you go through it. And you flip those over as the doomsday clock moves forward. And then my favorite part, probably the QR code cards. You have to collect QR codes to try to get past security at Techlandia, the tech company, and you actually scan those cards with your phone to see whether or not you've gotten the right one. If you've done everything you should do in the game, there's a very good chance you'll be able to scan the correct code. I've also got a few other extras in the works, including a very cool 24 by 14 inch neoprene playmat. Of course, the game comes with the standees and the QR tokens and all the jumbo cards and regular cards and the red cubes and a die and the stands. And that's what's in the box for Techlandia. And I hope you'll join me again real soon, and we'll do a playthrough. We'll do some instructional videos. And head on over to techlandiagame.com if you have not already pledged the Kickstarter in order to pre-order your copy today.